Hi, so today we're going to do a quick flight from Birmingham to Dublin, and we're just going to try out the new Airbus A320 mod. So into World Map, SimBrief has kindly produced the route for us, so we're going to just go in happy with the livery. Conditions will be live, and we're just going to load. Going to load a flight plan, and it's going to be the no procedures one. Cool. So we're going to be going from we'll go from gate 7. Okay, we'll hit Superfly. Here we go. So okay, so we're just waiting for good old Microsoft Flight Sim to load up, and we'll jump straight in. Okay, I'll just load my flight plan up as well. A little bit stuttery today. Very stuttery actually. Right, okie dokie. So flight plan wise, so this, I don't know if anybody's seen this. This is the new mod that's been worked on. They've made some really good changes to this so far. So power on. We'll then take external power. Now we have to turn the ADIRS on. If we just take a look down at the displays now, look, the self-testing price, which is what it should be doing. I'll have to tell you the handling has improved 1000% on takeoff with this. But here we go. Right, so fuel pumps are coming on. We'll then sort the lights out. Beacon. We want and nav, and now seatbelts. Cool. We now have air conditioning panel where we can I don't think these actually do anything, but they are movable. They're no longer in up. And also, if we come down here, we now have engine page. The bleed page, I think the bleed page is still in op, but it's there. The pressure page is blank, electronics page is blank, hydraulics page is blank, but it's all coming. You've got the fuel page, APU page, and I'll show you that in a minute when we start the APU. In fact, we sit back on engine page, we come up to here, and we start the APU. Before you could just simply click start. You can't anymore. You need to wait for the flap to open. Notice hopefully you'll notice as well the iOS is in a line. Now on the FS Labs and the Aerosoft, that's got a countdown from 7 minutes. When that goes out, that will align. Flap is now open. You can now start your APU. And then we're going to jump in to the MCU. So our flight is already preloaded by SimBrief. Flight number today is BAW500. Our cost index is 30. Our altitude is already set. Centre of gravity 21.8, and that was taken from the initial screen, and I've just balls that up. It was 50.2/21.8. Okay, so we're going to go over to the flight plan. Now, this is where I have had a couple of problems, so I just want to go through this. Our route out, if I just load it, is to 33 to Leuven 1 Lima departure from runway 33. I didn't think that was a valid departure. Runway 33, Leuven 1 Mike. Our approach today will be a bagso 1 kilo into just hear the APE. You booted up. ILS 28, and it's a bagso 1 kilo arrival. So what I want you to do now is just look at the flight plan. So just want to check this. So we should have a BBE 23, then 24, then 25. That's not quite right. That's not right at all in terms of a SID. So we should be BB E23, then BB24, then BBN11, oh, BB25, missed that, BBE25. It's always learning where to put these. So I've just put that in the wrong place. I'll tidy that up in a minute. Right. BBE25. Can't even find where it's putting them. BBE, is that saying it's not in the database? I've now got to insert it. Where's it put it? Right, BBE 2324. BBE 25 needs to go there. Thank you. Then we got a BBN11. BB25, then a BBN11, that's correct. Then we got a BBN12. BBN12. Insert that. The BBN 30 and 32 are incorrect. The next is Leuven, is next, so 25, then you should have a 11, 12, and then Leuven, that's correct. Then Nanti, then Mogta, correct. Erlach, Wol, then Peniel, then Dundee, then you should have Leldo, Lanva, Sitku, Leldo, Lanva, Sitku, Rimvu Bagso. Right, then you should have a Bagso 1 kilo is wrong as well. No, because it should be ADSIS, ADSIS, so that's wrong. ADSIS. It's not going to let me change it, is it? So that approach is wrong. So A D S I S needs to go on to there. It's not letting me add it there. Okay. Alrighty, it is what it is. We can't actually load the correct start. Thank you, Microsoft. Hopefully that will fix itself very soon. So, but we have got the correct SID loaded. Perhaps next time I don't put a star in and I just load it myself. We'll see how we get on. Flaps will be a flaps 2 takeoff this morning. Flight plan is done. Cool. So we're not on going to be until they fix SimConnect. We are not going out on. We're not going to be going out on VATSIM. So we are going to manually put the speed in at 250 to stop it overspeeding. We're going to manually set our altitude at flight level 26, I think is the top of climb. Let's just have a look. Oh, it's 24. So what was in the init page? Was it 26? Don't know why it's done that. 240. Right. So route today is Birmingham to Dublin. Just doing a quick flight. Just going to test the new mod out that's been created on the Airbus. So I've just put the route through. Someone. You said the comments are turned off. I don't know what's going on YouTube. Let's have a quick look to see if I can work out why and see if I can put them on. I don't know what's going on YouTube. I can hear my voice now. Let's have a look. We don't want to do that. I'm no good with YouTube. I should leave this to Twitch. I know what I'm doing on there. Right. Discussion about customized channel view studio. Let's have a look. Oh, it's not even coming up. Right, okay, I'm not going to worry about that. Right, okay, so we are going to go and set hectopascals, 1009. Right, we need auto throttle on, flight directors on. We'll set that as constraints on. And I think we're pretty much ready to go. I was a little bit frustrated around the fact that the star for Dublin is incorrect according to my flight plan, but hey ho, it is what it is. So let's call for pushback. We will take off our parking brake, engage. Oops, wrong way. It will engage that way. Now what's new on the mod is now I've switched the starter over. the engine has page is now loaded on the eCam, which is somewhat brilliant in terms of the mod as well that they're working on. We're going to do a dual engine start just in the interest of time. Right, and whilst that's doing that, I'm trying to just find my live page to see if I can change the settings. Anyway, right, okay, so engine bleed would be good. APU bleed, silly boy. Okie dokie. End of pushback. Hello, Birmingham. I'm really frustrated with the comments on the stream. Right, let's have a quick look. Ah, right. I think I might be getting somewhere here. Live stream settings, live chat, enable live chat. Why? It won't let me add the chat on for some reason, which is frustrating. So, MSFS live A320N mod live flight Birmingham to Dublin. Right, I think I've sorted the chat out. For some reason it was flagged for children, so it wouldn't allow it. So, yeah, fingers crossed it's going to work. Right, okay. So, back to the flight. Taxi light on. Flaps 2. Right, let's see what this new mod does. Quick controls check. So, just looking down at the APU off. Just looking down at this new page, we've got controls on here. Let's have a look. Takeoff configuration still not been mapped yet. AP. Door page has been mapped now, which is good. Wheel page hasn't yet to be mapped. Oh look, but we've got the controls. Is that mapped yet? No. That's all coming. It's so much better than the default one. Okay. Let's taxi down to runway 33. Let's get in the air. Let's have a quick look at this mod. I had a quick go last night when I got back from a few days away, and my god, the takeoff was so much better in this mod. Just so much more realistic. The only thing I'm finding at the minute is these kamikaze vehicles that just drive at you. Oh, what even is that? Is that a forklift truck? And they go faster than me. Okay, so let's have a quick look. Runway 33 is just here. We'll just go to holding point Echo 1. I'm not going to do the Sierra 1 bit. Hey, thank you, Lewis. I can see the comments are working now, which is good. For some reason, I've got it set for children. So it wouldn't allow comments. I don't know what I've done there, but there we go. Right, okay. Let's give this a go. Last night when I got back from Devon, I tried this, and all of my graphics were gone. I just got painted colours on the ground. So I went into settings and clicked repair, and see now if this is any better, because literally as you took off, you just got weird coloured textures on the floor. There was no auto gen, there was nothing. So fingers crossed I'll fix this. Okay, quick look to the left because we've got live traffic switched on. Oh, who's that? Let's have a quick look. Is he coming into land from Paris? Don't even know where he... No, he's going the wrong way. It must be going into the East Midlands. Yeah. Okie dokie. So, why is my mouse just suddenly gone mad? So, we now want our takeoff nose light, takeoff lights on, and runway turn off lights on. We're not on VATSIM today. Clear on the left, as they say. I do. What hop? What, I don't even know. Oh, hang on. Oh, that's a one on the ground. That's okay. Ryanair flight 748 on the ground at Birmingham. So I don't know. I'll have a look on flight radar, see where he's going. I quite love this live flights. I find that the radar's about 10 minutes out. Okie dokie. Right, so throttles to about 40%. Let me just bring this down so you can see speed. Let's see how this new mod handles then. Okay, Toga. That's better. Quite love that over the top view. My rudder pedals are really sensitive. V1. Oh, that's nicer. Straight away. Positive climb, gear up. Now if you notice, the speed isn't zooming up to 250, 300 straight after takeoff. So the first thing they've done on the mod, as you can see, they've made a real difference. That's really good. That's such a change. So up to 1500 feet. Now this is where it all used to go Pete Tong, was when you put your autopilot on. It used to just dive down. We go to climb thrust gate and flaps up. This is so much better, absolutely so much better. Look at the speed. As I say, I'd have an overspeed warning by now. Now let's have a quick look at the scenery. That looks crap. Something is wrong with my scenery. That just looks like FSX. It looks fake. It doesn't look... Where's my satellite scenery gone? Right, anyway, enough about that for now. So the speed is maintaining, altitude is climbing. While we're here, we can turn off our runway lights, turn off our nose lights, leave the landing lights on. Now we're not climbing at some ridiculous rate like before. We were climbing at sort of 3,700. We were climbing at 6,000-7,000 feet per minute before. So the mod has made some really good changes as well. on that. The cloud has blocked Bing. Yeah, last night I played it and it was literally just a weird coloured painting. I might have a problem. I don't know what it is, but right, okay. Let's just enter manage speed mode and see what happens. Nothing. That's holding it. It's holding it really well. Have a quick look out the window. The clouds still look amazing. I need to work out what's going on with my scenery, because that's the whole reason why you spend this much money having this sim. To me, I just think that just looks like weird colours again. It doesn't look real. You think, Lewis, back to that shot where I gave you landing into Birmingham, where you could see Sutton Park and everything. This just doesn't look the same to me. Something's changed. Anyway, right, back in. So we are currently heading round to pick up our line. So we should be on climb thrust here. Okay, not paying attention. We should be on standard. And lights off. I don't know what's going on with my scenery. Never mind. Right. Just try and have a look outside. Camera view. Just going to go into weather a minute. Just going to make it clear skies. I want to look at the scenery. That's what I was looking at last night. There's just like colour splats on the ground, doesn't it? That doesn't look like the scenery we were seeing before. Or something's not right with this scenery. Something is not right with the scenery at all. Back to live weather for now. Okay, so our cruise altitude today is 24,000. I'll have to give the guys that are modding this some absolute credit, because this is a completely different system to fly on this mod. The takeoff, as I say, when I first had a go with this, it shot off like a missile, and before you'd even got to 500 feet you were doing 250 knots. It's completely different now. Still a long way to go though. Still a long way to go. I'm just hoping that there's an update due very shortly, a 90 gigabyte update due for this. I'm just hoping there's a massive fix for sim connecting there, so we can get back on VATSIM. Now, I noticed I think I've definitely got a problem with my scenery file because watching some YouTube tutorials, people can go to data and down to cache and click view. Mine's not doing that. I don't think I'm actually loading the scenery straight in. I think there's a problem and I don't know why. I've not got no limit set on, have I? Oh, what's this? Look. Bing Data World Graphics are turned off. No way, have I just fixed it? Have I just fixed it with a touch of a button? Where's my weather? Live weather. Let's just go clear skies again. No. Unless it needs a minute to... Ah, no, look, here it comes, it's loading. Let's just have a look at my internet connection. No, look, it's popping in. It's loading it down. Thank God for that. So it needs a minute. It looks like it needs to cache it all. It's going to take some time to preload it. We'll leave that going for a bit. Can start. Ah, yes. Lewis, if you could see my smile right now. I thought I'd have to do an uninstall and a reinstall. I don't know how I managed to do that, but you can just see, look, it's just starting to load them in. Yeah, so somehow I'd managed to turn off the live. Okay. Live weather. Right, so we've got no top of descent. Again, so oop. Oh, we just got to cruise. Now that's different. This used to cruise at 320 knots. It never seemed to care about the max speeds. That's so much better. Okay, right, so that's an improvement. Right, where are we? I've lost track of where we were. Nanty. Okie dokie. Top of descent, looking at the flight plan, is going to be at Lanva. Now, have they made another change on here? Is this now giving me mileage? Because that wasn't displayed before. Does that drop down, or is that into the flight? 145 miles into the flight, or is that miles to go? No, that's got to be miles in. So we look at performance, we're still not getting any times or distances. Okay, well it's still, I'm not going to whinge, it's early days. It's better than it was, it's a lot better than it was. Okay, so whilst we are cruising, let's just go in and just grab some metadata for so we've got EIDW meta. Okay, so our meta this morning is QNH at Dublin is the same of 1009. Temperature in Dublin this morning is 14 degrees. The wind is 90 degrees at 5 knots. Transition altitude 6,000. Just seems to give you a V approach speed of 150 every time. Right, your MDA, looking at the charts, 257, and it's going to be a full flaps arrival. Right, that's definitely sorted itself out. I'm a happy bunny. I have scenery. Don't know how the hell I managed to turn the scenery off. Okay. It's disappointing that the SIDs were wrong and the stars were wrong, compared to the flight plans and stuff, but hey ho. Lewis, is this better on Twitch or YouTube, this streaming? What's your opinion? Right, let's have a quick look at the window. Those textures need improving, they're quite bitty. Oh, I'm in a picky mood today. Right, let's have a quick look. So our top of descent point today is going to be Lanva, and then our approach now looking at on here, I can't see if that's the altitudes for managed speed, for the managed altitudes. I don't think that's working though. Runway 28, you need to be at flight level 240. That's interesting. At max heavy, you need to be 3,000 feet or below. It doesn't matter for me, but fair play. It's my birthday in a week, and I've been had the pleasure of a 4K monitor. At the minute, all my streams they're not even in HD. They're really crap resolution. 1680 by 150. It's the best I can get. Even though I've got an incredible system, I've got an awful monitor. So I'm quite excited. I don't quite see, based on DirectX 11, me being able to use the full potential of the 4K. But we will see till DirectX 12 comes in. Right, okay, so warning, please check the resolution. The current resolution is not optimal. Open the widget and let's have a quick look. Certainly am counting down the days. I'm been looking forward to seeing what this. I don't think I'm going to be able to run it in 4K. Well, I'm looking now. This doesn't show my frames, but I'm getting 34 to 35 frames per second in this resolution. Even though I've got a state-of-the-art system, it's just at the minute this is demanding so much. Right, where are we? We're 7 miles outside of Wolsey. And can you stream on both at low resolution? I don't know. To be fair, I've never really done streaming. I just thought we get a lot of gamers out there streaming flight sims like their games, whereas I've always been how do you put it? I've always been a flight simmer, not a gamer. So I don't get all the technical gadgets, but I do fly these things like a proper simmer. And that's the only reason why I wanted to start streaming, but I need to research and learn all about this stuff. If I go into my stream settings on here, output, video, no, it's locked, I think. That cloud looks quite dotty. I think those textures need improving, the resolution of those textures. It does look quite impressive though. Have I got my anti-ice on and stuff? I think it's all automated on the Airbus, isn't it? I don't even know where it is. Let's have a look. Wing anti-ice is on, engine anti-ice on. Probes and window heat are on. Right, okay, so not too far out. I just can't tell you exactly how far because the system doesn't tell you, but never mind. So, can I see who these people are? Do they show up anywhere on the... Look at that wall of... I can't see the traffic. That sky looks scary. Okay, buddy, thank you for joining along. You can see my crappy landing when you get back. You can be able to play it back. Have a great day. Okay, so our top of descent is at Lanva. So we need to be at 21,000 by Sitku. And then 17,000 by Rimvu. 12,000 by Bagso. And then 3,000 by Maxif. Okay, so we are 3 miles out of Leldo, where's Leldo on my map? And then we've got Lanva after. 14 miles out of Lanva, and that's where we start the top of descent. Well and truly in the cloud now. Okay, so we start our top of. We're just coming up to the top of descent, so we need to. We'll set this down to our intercept of 2,000. We'll start our descent, but I'm going to control it at about 1,500 feet per minute for now. So, just to remind myself, we need to be at 21,000 by Sitku. Nice day and now route to Ireland. Right, Sitku, we are 13 miles out, so we need to increase that rate of descent. We need to be at 21. don't know what's just happened to our speed here. That's happened on a couple of different airplanes as well, on descent. Thank you, just brought it back. That's a bug. I've seen that a few times. Right, from Sitku, we need to be at 17,000 by Rimvu. I can lose the map for now. Switch on our landing system as we're in our descent. Our speed's just gone doolally again. I'm interested to know what's. We need to watch that because we're. That's definitely a bug. Doing the citation CJ4, it kept doing that on descent as well. Right, so we're currently inbound Rimvu, where we need it to be at 17,000. It goes again. Can't understand why it keeps doing that. Bagso. We need to be at 12,000 by Bagso. And we are 17 miles out of Bagso, so we'll increase the rate of descent. It's doing it again. Really weird. Okay, and then so we need to be 12,000 by Bagso. Through to our decel point now. I presume that's where the system engages its approach, yeah, its approach phase, so it's done that. Okay, so coming up on 10,000 feet, landing lights on. ILS has just come alive, 25 miles. Slow our descent right down now. Quick look out the window. Hey, that's better. The graphics are working now. Look at that cloud. It's impressive. Okie dokie. Do you know, this is just notice this is still descending. So it actually took no notice whatsoever of the altitude on the screen. That's interesting. It didn't stop at 2000, it just carried on. So hopefully, I popped it to manage mode. Let's see now if that will climb to 2000 and hold 2000. Gotta watch this like the... No, it's got to 2000 and now it's still going. I've got no fucking idea what's going on. Right, okay. I think it stopped at 3000 because that's a constraint by the look of it. I think a lot of this is bugs and a lot of this is understanding the system. So we're going to go into approach. We're just going to fall through that. That scenery's better. So we've got a lock on the localizer, and we've got glide slope. So at least that's working. Flaps 3. Flaps full. Frames have just dropped. Oh, they've gone up again now. Okay. Those graphics are something else, I've got to admit. butter. Flaps up. It's an alright landing, that was. Welcome to Dublin. Top of the morning here. We'll just roll out and we'll go down to terminals. I'm so chuffed I've done this stream today because I've fixed my graphics problem, so I'm happy with that. What is our ground speed? Right. 30. So them lights going off over there. That's the Ryanair flight. Ryanair 664. Let's have a look on here. Right, so Ryanair 664 is a live flight. And actually, spookily, it goes from Dublin to Birmingham, and its takeoff time is scheduled at 10:55. So it's about 10-15 minutes out, which is about right. I'd be good when they got the actual liveries and the proper planes in. It was an alright flight, that was. Oh, a livery. A livery, but in the traffic. That's the first. Where's the taxi lines? Is it? Right, if while we were waiting for that to be connected, let's have a look at our door page. Yep, that works. Let's have a look now at catering. Baggage, so that door should open there, shouldn't it? While we're here, we need to turn off that. Turn off. No, leave that on. Off. 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 Cool. Look at the sky there. That looks beautiful. Right, thanks for joining the stream. I'm going to cut it there and be back on later. Have a great